Have you guys ever had one of those situations where you're just kind of like, why is this happening? Why does everything have to go wrong at the exact same time when I need everything to go perfectly right? It's like one of those situations where everything that you could possibly think of that will go wrong probably will go wrong. It's just one of those situations you're just like, gosh dang, why does this have to be happening? This sucks. Anyway, guys, my name is ForeverElite. Welcome back to Story Saturday, and let's get right into it. Now, this story actually did happen about 4 to 5 weeks ago. It was one of the last summer nights I had to, really soak in some of that summertime. And what did I do? Yep, I decided to spend it playing SSM until like 12:30 at night. So I, for some reason, decided to join a UHC that was actually going on at the time. Now, I am not a fan of UHC. I will try to avoid UHC like the plague if I have to, because I hate it so much. But anyway, I actually did end up meeting someone in the UHC that was actually pretty cool. So we kind of were talking for like 10, 15 minutes. And we're really getting into the conversation, but then I ended up actually wanting to leave. So I ended up leaving, and as I was joining an SSM game, I hear my phone ring. So it's a home phone, and my home phone is connected to every room in the house practically. So when you call my home phone, every phone in the house will ring. Now keep in mind it's around 12:30, 12:15 at night here, and I get extremely spooked when this happens because my phone will never ring this late at night unless it's an emergency. So I rush and I go pick it up, and it happens to be my brother. Now, my brother kind of got himself into a sticky situation, and it was actually pretty hilarious. Now, my mom comes and rushes in because she actually does have a phone in her room, so it kind of woke her up, and she was freaking out and wondering what's happening. So my brother, who is actually the person that calls me, proceeds to tell me that he actually did lock his keys in his car. And at this point, I'm just like, come on, man, really? Come on. So at this time, we actually did work at the same restaurant together. We both worked in an Italian restaurant at this time. And I was like, okay, that's fine. It's not too far away from my house. I can go ahead and just go and pick him up and help him get everything situated. So I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll come pick you up. Don't worry, man. In Colorado, the curfew, which is basically the time in which no people that are under 18 are allowed to be out, is around 10 p.m. So if you're caught outside or just walking, driving, anything, and you're under 18 past 10 p.m., you'll actually get in some pretty big trouble by the cops. So it was kind of a risk, but my mom was like, okay, just go do it. You're fine. So I got my shoes on, and I decided to go Snapchat my friend telling me about the situation. So I was telling my friend about the situation. She's laughing and stuff. And so I just Snapchatted her kind of what was going on. And then basically I proceed to get in my car. So I start driving, everything's fine. And by the time I get out of my neighborhood, I'm like, oh crap, I forgot my license. Now, my license is actually in my wallet, so I forgot my wallet too. And I realized I didn't have my wallet, so I turned back and quite quickly went back to my house to get my wallet. So I then speed to work so that I can pick up my brother in time. Now, this restaurant's actually located pretty close to a liquor store and a smoke shop. And so there could be kind of some sketchy people hanging out around there. And let's just say I didn't want my brother waiting about 1 a.m. in the morning by himself in the middle of a parking lot. So it's it's pretty sketchy. But I also wasn't willing to get pulled over without my license, past curfew, while speeding, and having a huge freaking Huntsman knife in my car. Because I don't know if you guys ever saw that video of me with getting my new microphone, which I'm currently recording on. I did actually open the box using my Huntsman knife. So if you guys want to see what that looks like, just go search for my new microphone and birthday present video, because you guys will be able to see it. But it's a pretty big knife. It's probably about 10 inches to a foot long knife that I keep in my car just in case, I have to defend myself for whatever reason. So I wasn't willing to get pulled over and then having my car searched, and then they find out that there's some kid under 18 that's speeding without his license, past curfew, holding a huge freaking weapon in his car. So I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm going to go back and get my license. So I finally arrive, I get to work, and I basically pull up next to him, and I give him the key to open his car. And knowing our luck, it's the wrong key. So I'm like, gosh, dang it. So he actually rides back with me back to my house, and then he gets back inside the house and then gets the key. I'm just waiting there at this point, and he gets back in my car with the right key, and we finally drive back to the restaurant. Now, at this time, it's probably about 1:15 or so, and it's just getting really, really late, and we're just like, I don't want to do this right now. So finally, he gets the right key, and he puts it in, and he gets into his car. But what he didn't realize was that he accidentally put a drink on top of his roof of his car. So he forgot that he had a drink on the top of his car. So as we both drive off, his drink flies off his car midway through the drive, and we're just like, well, there goes that. Never getting that back. It's just a flying cup going around this. Yep. It's just the normal things you see at 1 a.m. on the street, honestly. So finally we get back home, and we both fall asleep pretty quickly, and we're just kind of like, that was an interesting situation that I never thought I'd have to see myself in. See, I was just kind of chilling, just playing some good old SSM when all of a sudden I get that call, and boy, this night's going to be different. I'm telling you that much, folks. But yeah, guys, that is the story of just a bit unfortunate events happening, and they all have to happen at the same time, obviously. So yeah, guys, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Now, thank you guys so much for your constant support, and I will see you guys in a brand new video. Bye, guys.